Yo, 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 welcome to episode 4 of the Taking the Risk podcast. I am your host, Rich, affectionately known as DJ Rich, if you actually know me. Today we got a special guest joining me on the podcast. One of my friends, I've known her for, I think, about 6-ish years now, somewhere in there. We met in passing, and then we figured out that we work in the same places. She was managing. I was DJing. Oh, that's so bad that my phone just went off. Wow, my notifications are so okay. She was managing. I was DJing, and yeah, please help me in welcoming to the podcast Corbin Frazee.
Hello.
She is the owner and operator of Bridetown in Lakewood, Ohio. It is correct me if I'm wrong, a restaurant, a lounge, and a mini golf course.
Yes.
Is that the correct way to?
Yeah, we call it mini golf lounge.
Mini golf lounge, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm an idiot sometimes. I can't, put words together.
It's a new concept for you.
Yeah, so since you said that, kicking off the podcast, what was your inspiration for the concept of Bridetown? Like, where did the idea come from?
Yeah. So my brother, Tim, is the mastermind behind the idea.
Mm-hmm.
He saw concepts like this down south. So there's mini golf lounges or mini golf bars, restaurants down south, but they're usually on a bigger scale. So like putt and stuff or puttery.
I've heard of putt and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So he wanted to make it more of a neighborhood feel.
Okay.
So no high tech operation here. It's, there's Top Golf owns a mini golf lounge, and It's just kind of like over the top, which is great, but we wanted more of a neighborhood feel. So this was his idea brought to life.
You definitely get a neighborhood feel coming in.
Yeah.
Like I haven't yet indulged in the mini golf, but I have come on a few occasions and had dinner before I've had to go work, and the food is amazing, number one. I think my favorite item you guys took off the menu, It was like I think it was like a brisket grilled cheese.
The short rib grilled cheese.
Yeah, that I'm not going to lie. I saw it on the menu and I was like, yo, I need that. It was amazing. But I've been in Bridetown a couple times, visited a couple people throwing events. And one thing I will say about Bridetown is that the decor, the layout, just the overall feel walking through, it's unmatched. Like it fits me to a T because like you get a nice warm feel. Like there's a lot of wooden furniture, the grayscale. I think that's the way to say it. Like there's grays matched with blacks, browns, ambers. Like it's all very well put together. Mm-hmm. Was Tim the one that kind of built out all of those ideas, or was that your touch?
So he put together like the color palette and the feel that he wanted. Okay. And created a Pinterest mood board based on the overall feel. And then we hired an interior designer to pick out all the furnishings, the wallpaper, the furniture based on the mood board.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually met a real interior designer in my life. I feel like in passing, I've seen people on podcasts or like on Instagram, like, yo, I'm an interior designer, but I've never actually, I feel like they're like a dime a dozen. They're almost like a Bigfoot. You never actually meet one in person. Kicking into our second question of the podcast, coming from such, I don't want to say small because it's not a small city. It's an actual city. But coming from your hometown, what made you want to say, hey, I want to jump up into Cleveland, just go and not look back?
Because it's a small town. I felt like I knew everyone in the town. It started to close in on me. So I've always just wanted to kind of expand, go somewhere. I'm pretty introverted. So
I'm the same way.
So I actually like to be somewhere where not everyone knows me. I don't know them. I can go in public and not feel like I'm running into people I know.
Yeah, I'm the same exact way. So
that's just like a selfish, introverted reason why I wanted to come to Cleveland. So I had some family in Cleveland already. They said, you should move up to Cleveland. Why not? So it just kind of felt like the easy, necessary move for me.
How long ago did you make the move up here?
Like 10 years ago. I feel like I came at the right time because I waited till I was like 27 when I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I also found a cheap apartment that I've been in the entire 10 years I've lived here.
Really?
So I probably have like the cheapest rent in Cleveland right now.
You haven't outgrown it?
No, it's a 2-bedroom. One room is my whole closet. Like I'm cozy. Do I have central air? No, but that's fine.
I mean, you're not really there during the summertime anyway. We get 4 months of summer, so we're trying to enjoy it.
Yeah. So, and then since I waited till I was 27, I wasn't like going out all the time or in the club scene. So it still felt like a city where I didn't know everyone for a while, at least. So that was kind of nice.
That does make everything nice. I think I'm finally hitting that stride to where I'm like, I just turned 30. I have kids. Like, I don't want to go outside of my house unless I absolutely have to. I always like to say that I'm an extroverted introvert, and I'm only extroverted when I have to be. So, like, as soon as I step out of my house, I'll turn on my people skills, put on my fake smile, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to talk to people. But deep down, I'm like, I really don't want to talk to people. But as soon as I get it back in the house, I'm just like, all right, by myself, leave me alone. Nobody talk to me. Do you plan on staying in Cleveland? Well, obviously you're a business owner in Cleveland, so you have to be relatively close around. Do you plan on staying here for another 10 years, or are you just going to kind of pop in, pop out, go travel, maybe live a couple of different places?
Yeah. I plan on staying here probably. I think, like my dad says, Ohio is a great place to live because then you can afford to vacation wherever you want to go.
Yes.
So just the affordability of it will probably keep me here, depending on where we expand to, because that is in, like that's what we want to do in the future. We do want to expand. I'll go wherever I need to go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I like that. I really like that. I have always known you to be a very hands-on person, and like everything that you do, like you're very focused on it, and you're always around. Even if you hire a GM here and they're perfect and they run everything, and you don't need to be here, like you're still going to be here attending to customers, doing everything. Like, you're always like hands in the trenches, and yeah, that's cool. I like that. Do you have any idea where there might be, and I don't know why I'm raising my hand, this is just like one of the things that helps me think. Are there any like ideal markets you want to target, like any bigger cities?
Yeah. Detroit definitely is at the top of the list.
Okay.
We've looked at Columbus, we've looked at Indianapolis. So still
deciding.
Yeah, still deciding. Nowhere too far away, but I would say Detroit at the top of the list. That's an easy drive.
Yeah. Was it 3 hours or 2.5 from Cleveland?
I think 2.5.
Because it's like 3 hours for me in Akron. There's one bridge that I hate driving over going to Detroit. I fucking hate it. Every time I drive and go to Detroit for like a gig or something, that bridge, the wind is, and I think you've been to Detroit, right? So you know what bridge I'm talking about. That wind is fucking terrible. I was scared shitless the first time I ever went to Detroit. I was driving with my dad. I was like 8 or 9. Actually, no, I was a little bit older. I was like 11. It was like 2006. The only reason I know this is because we were driving in his brand new Dodge Charger that he had just bought, and it was a 2006. So like we were driving over long story short, we were driving over the bridge, and all I hear is, and the car just like whooshed over, and my dad's like, oh shit, like never.
You still have PTSD from that?
Yes. Just like I have PTSD from almost dying flying into Detroit when I was coming back from LA because the plane just went like.
So you will not be visiting Bridetown in Detroit?
I will. Okay. For you, I will. I 100% will. I will risk my life to come support Bridetown, Detroit. Rolling into my next question, as a new business owner, because Bridetown is just celebrating its first year.
Yes.
if you can remember back, what were some of the obstacles that you had to face when you were, after you were like, okay, I'm going to actually do it, I'm going to open up Bridetown? What were some of the obstacles between like finding location, zoning? Obviously, like you had to get licenses, but was there anything crazy that you had to go through?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of things for us aligned pretty easily and perfectly regarding who we met along the way, who my brother met along the way to make things happen. But with opening a business and opening a restaurant, the timeline is kind of out of your control.
Yeah.
So I think the timeline of everything was the biggest obstacle because we were trying to bring in staff, but we didn't know when we were going to open. The timeline kept getting pushed back. We had a fire in the building. So that pushed things back a couple months.
How big was the
when we
fire?
were ready, it was really small. So luckily, there's a coffee shop next door. They got here really early in the morning. They smelled the smoke even before the detectors went off. So they called the fire department. So a painter put a bunch of stain-covered rags in a bag, and it combusted.
Oh, my God.
And it put a hole through the floor. But even with a small fire, you have to have it professionally cleaned.
Yep.
And then you have to have things repainted because there can still be like residue left over from that fire. So just when you think you're at the end and then something like that happens.
Comes and kicks you in the shin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a razor scooter smacking you in the shin.
You really have to trust the process and that everything's aligning how it's supposed to. So yeah, just I think hiring the staff in and then having to kind of put them on hold.
Yeah.
Like, we're not quite ready for you. We're not quite ready. That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Especially at that point, once you're so close to being done, you just want it to be done so badly.
Yeah, you're just final push, get everything done, no sleep.
And then we were hoping, obviously, to open before the holidays, ease into it, have a great holiday season. But we ended up having to open January 2nd of last year.
Oh, wow.
So not the most ideal time to open a restaurant, I'd say. But because we're an indoor venue, it was great that we still had lots of cold months to work with.
Yeah. And also, too, I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the cold months, but more specifically December, beginning December, mid-December, and like early January are the most challenging months as a business. Like, even I have always felt it, like, as a DJ, those were the hardest months for me to book because around those times, like, people are extremely penny pinching, like Christmas gifts, got to save money to go out on New Year's Eve. Is that kind of similar? And
I think for us in this type of venue, the challenge there was we had people reaching out knowing that we were opening soon and they wanted to book holiday parties. Being a brand new business, like, had we opened in December and gotten straight into being fully booked with holiday parties, I'm not quite sure that the service we would have given would have been our top-notch service because you're training an entire staff. Everyone is learning the business.
Yeah.
And then you're packed out. Like, yes, that's a good problem to have. However, would we have pulled it off as well as we did this year? I'm not quite sure.
From the frying pan to the fire, literally.
Yeah, so that was our, well, maybe not our, but my personal kind of stress or worry when we thought we were going to open right before the holidays. I'm like, this is awesome, but like, am I ready for this? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that would be my big stress point too, because my mind immediately went to exactly what you thought, or exactly what you said. Like, yeah, we might be able to conquer doing all these events, but like, is it gonna live up to
the standard,
the quality that I want to live up to? So, well, you guys have made it a year, so I think it's very clear that it did live up. All through the year. So, you guys were busy this year for holiday parties, probably multiple a day.
Yes,
Bridetown has been the hot spot for the past year, so
it's a great date night spot.
Oh yeah.
So everyone bring all your dates in.
The two or three times I've eaten dinner here. Every time I've come, it's the majority of people that are putt-putting. it's definitely dates. Definitely young men, young women on a date. So
I love them, seeing them come back on another date with someone else.
oh yeah, it almost feels like you're playing matchmaker.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel with weddings, but I only meet the couple once and then I never see them again. So going into my next question, while you have been operating for a year, have there been any unforeseen struggles that you didn't anticipate of owning a brick and mortar business? Like obviously everybody knows shit goes wrong, like toilets get clogged, stuff like that. But has there been anything like you just didn't foresee happening?
Not necessarily. I just think the everyday behind the scenes of like leaks through the floor, just anything can happen on a day-to-day basis. And we have to be the ones troubleshooting it and trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
First of all, to try to save money, you have to try to figure it out
yourself.
Like what you can do. Yeah. What Band-Aid you can put on it to try to fix it. And you just never know what could go wrong. It's also such a big space that was remodeled here.
Yeah, it's huge.
Just like the maintenance of it all is something that you constantly have to worry about.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily just have someone that you can call to handle it for you.
It's not like your apartment building where you have a maintenance man line and they're on the way. It's kind of like, yo, guys, put this Band-Aid on it and hope that it makes it to the end of the business day. We'll figure it out after.
Yeah, I'm always like, hey, Tim, sorry, another leak. What should we do about this one? So,
so do you actually like put the rubber gloves on and?
So I'm more of like take some towels to it, try to explain it as best as possible, and then have my brother or another guy come in with caulk and like seal it up.
Yeah.
I just try to make it through the night of service, and then they come in behind me and try to actually fix it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
To be honest, it roles reverse. If I was in your shoes, I feel like I would be the same way. Like if it was me and my sister owning a restaurant, lounge, any type of place that services the public, I feel like I would just always make it very apparent to her, like, hey, if something goes wrong, call me. I will fix it. Let me fix it. Because I've always been a hands-on person, like cars, house stuff. Like I just put a toilet in my mom's house like 2 months ago, a faucet in my mom's house like 3 months ago. I have another toilet to put in her house like tomorrow. So I feel like I would do the same exact thing. Like I would just let me do it. I know you guys have times where you have companies come in and do like a full buyout where doors are locked, got to do like the slide open the back, like what's the passcode, make sure that they're with the company. But during those times where you have days where like somebody will come in and they'll like partially like I know you have a couple rooms in the back where like they're like event rooms and stuff. How do you manage juggling the public restaurant portion with having a private party? Like, is there a lot of planning involved in that?
So we have an event coordinator.
Okay.
So if someone wants to do a private event, they reach out on the website, and then Haley, our event coordinator, gives them all the options. So we have buffet food options, we have drink package options, and then they get the pricing for golf.
Okay.
And then we have a private room down here in the lounge that they can rent out, and then they can overflow into the lounge couch area.
Yeah.
So we have a great team, and the kitchen handles all of, obviously, the buffet food.
Right.
So we set up the buffet for them, and then they're each designated a server or multiple servers to focus solely on the party.
That's cool.
Yeah. So business as usual around the party.
Yeah.
There's someone solely focused on the party. And then sometimes there's also a bartender solely focused on the party. So just making sure that they have all the attention they need.
Yeah.
So it doesn't interrupt regular business at all.
That's cool. I definitely would have thought like there would have been some type of hindrance or something. So it's kind of like, I don't know, weddings for me where I'm just like playing the music and the venue is just busy bees running around. You must have a huge staff.
Yeah, the staff, the nice thing about being in the industry before this is we were able to bring over so much staff from other places that we knew. So everyone that works here for the most part has experience doing this already.
You have a little black book full of people's names. Like, all right, Tim, we need to hire a bartender.
A lot of them came to me. Okay.
Let me flip to my bartender page. All right, here's her phone number. Call her.
Yeah, and then there's other people in the restaurant that didn't come from somewhere I was, but all came from the same place together.
Yeah.
So when we were opening, it's just people at other places that were ready to make a change came to us, and it worked out great.
I personally saw a lot of overwhelming support from a lot of specific bartenders because, I mean, I don't really know too many people in the industry, but people that I do know are bartenders. I saw a lot of overwhelming support for you. Like when you were opening, like a lot of bartenders were like, yo, like this, go check out Bridetown. How was it on your end? Like, did you feel a lot of overwhelming support or? Yeah,
it was awesome to know that so many people wanted to work with me again.
Yeah.
Or for me again. Yeah. So that was cool. I don't think I've ever stressed about staffing, which is huge.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the biggest thing for me as a GM of a restaurant, the staffing and the service. So the fact that I knew so many people that wanted to work here and people I've had to turn away just because I'm fully staffed, that was amazing. And obviously made me feel good too. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty cool to work for.
Yeah, it means you're doing something right. The two biggest things in the restaurant industry are obviously number one, the food, and then the people. Like the people are, I can't tell you how many times I won't go back to a restaurant because I've had a terrible server.
Yeah, even if the food's good.
Yeah, even if the food's good, like I won't go back because I don't want to. I hate the word vibes. Yeah, and I hate using it, but I don't want to be around bad vibes.
Yeah,
I just have a cringe with the word vibes.
I understand that.
People play Taylor Swift vibes. What the fuck does that mean? Like, you want me to just only play Taylor Swift? No. You can play other stuff. Just Taylor Swift vibes. What does that mean?
Yeah, and I want people to come back, not just for the mini golf or just for the food, but also to see the staff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like knowing someone's here on a Tuesday night bartending or on a Wednesday night coming in just to see them.
I think one of the things that sets you apart and sets Bridetown apart, excuse me, you have always, ever since I've known you, even when you were at different establishments, one thing that I can very comfortably say that has always set you apart is like your attention to detail, with customers, like your every little thing. Like even there was times that I would be DJing and like I ordered food and there was no server to bring it over. You being, you were the GM, right?
No, I was just whatever you want to call it.
Manager.
A manager. They had different titles throughout my time there, but it all boiled down to I was pretty much the nighttime manager. Okay,
so you were the head honcho and you were still bringing me over if it was up in the window, if there was no server there to bring it to me, and you were always like checking in on me like, hey, do you need a water? Is your food good? Like, I think that's one thing that has always set you apart personally. And I think it shows through everything, like the attention to detail between the service, the servers, even all the way down to like I said earlier, the color palette of the interior design. Like I think I've always thought that you were just like way more detail oriented than I could have ever been. Like I just can't, my brain isn't like.
You learn that working in restaurants that every detail matters, from the lighting, certain lighting at certain times of day, to the music, to the volume of the music, to what the back parking lot looks at. That's an extension of your business. So you start to learn the checklist that you have to go through. And then as far as like being customer facing, I think it's very important that if you manage a restaurant that you have to be willing to do any part.
Yeah.
You know, so whether that's helping at the host stand, bringing food to tables, getting behind the bar and making a drink, fumbling around behind the bar in my case, and, you know, just being willing to help in every area.
Yeah.
There's going to be times when you're short-staffed or people call off unexpectedly. You don't have anyone else to do it. You have to do it.
It goes back to a saying of make it hard to spot the general by working hard like a soldier.
Oh, okay.
I forget who said it, and I probably didn't recite it correctly, but
yeah,
you get the general gist of it. Speaking about like a checklist, what does a typical day in the life of you coming into your business look like? Like, what do you, obviously, like you pull up probably in like the Range Rover skirt or
the Range Rover.
I don't know. I'm just
maybe after we get that Detroit location.
Yeah. You pull up, obviously, like you're unlocking the door. What are some of the things that you have to like check off before you're like, okay, we're ready to open?
Yeah. Again, this goes back to having an amazing staff.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have most of it done once I get here. So
really,
yeah. So, you know, they have everything set up. The bar is getting set up. The tables are getting, you know, cleaned and set up. The candles are being lit. I come in, make sure the lights are at the right level, make sure everyone's here that's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And then just kind of make sure they're doing their pre-shift, cutting fruit, getting things set up. But right now we have a well-oiled machine, so there isn't much stress walking into a shift.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, I turn on the TVs, I turn on the music, I make sure everyone's here, make sure they know anything special going on for the night, if we have any parties, if there's any new beer, like that. And then it's just business as usual. I mean, outside of like the regular shifts, of course, there's, you know, the payroll, all the boring stuff, right?
Yeah.
Payroll, ordering, stuff like that. But other than that,
it's really simple, really easy.
Come in and turn on the light.
Not easy, but simple.
Yeah. I'd say I'm blessed right now with an amazing staff, so I don't have a lot of headache on a day-to-day basis. And then I also have other managers that come in when I'm not here and run it, and they do a great job. So
that's actually amazing to hear.
Yeah, I'm not trying to downplay it. There's definitely stress, but
oh yeah, I know how I like with my business and everything. Like I try and put everything on myself, so I know how much I struggle.
Yeah,
and I don't even own a brick and mortar location, so it's like I can only imagine your stress of what you're going through.
Luckily, it's an awesome team. Like everyone plays to their strengths. We have an awesome chefs in the kitchen that run the kitchen. We have an amazing event coordinator that handles all that. So everyone right now, I think, is in the position they need to be in to make sure that everything's running smoothly.
Do you have any, this is where like the big back in me comes out. Do you have any like seasonal meals right now that you're serving that I could come and check out? Yeah,
so we changed the menu seasonally. It's going to be changing in February. Okay. So you should definitely come soon.
I have a month. Okay. Half a month.
Yeah, half a month. Do you like fried chicken?
Yes.
Okay, the chicken sandwich, huge.
Is it hot?
Yeah.
Is it like Nashville?
Oh, well, there is a Nashville hot on it, but it's not very hot.
Okay.
Do you like hot sauce or no?
Fuck no, I'm a pussy when it comes to hot shit.
We'll put the sauce on the side, but you have to try the sauce.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as I can deal with hot, not spicy.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
It's fine.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I would try that since you said big back. The meatloaf is amazing. And I'm saying that because I'm someone that's not a meatloaf person.
Really?
Because my mom used to always make it when I was little, and I was just like,
I make a crazy meatloaf. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay,
I make
compare.
I make a really good meatloaf. Like I put barbecue sauce on the top of it. Like it's.
Our wings have a Coca-Cola barbecue sauce. So good.
Huh? Coca-Cola barbecue sauce. Yeah. You're channeling my inner big back. Let me sit up. I gotta focus. Okay.
We also have, if you're into cocktails, we have amazing cocktails right now.
Okay.
The Foreplay is the most popular one.
What does that entail?
So just come check it out.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the meatloaf and the wings. Coca-Cola barbecue wings. I've never heard. That's very unique. I've never heard of that.
I don't think we're bringing back the short rib grilled cheese.
Fuck.
But
That was
we'll
my
bring back
favorite.
something else that you're gonna love.
That was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Another point of topic that I wanted to touch on a little bit. What was it like for you pivoting from working a 9-to-5 job, obviously in the industry, working a 9-to-5 job to big business owner? I don't have to do anything. No, I'm joking.
Well, so in my 20s, I was working in bars, and then I was getting burnt out on bartending. So I started to work in the administrative office for the guy that owned the bars.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the first intro into like something other than bartending. I had graduated college, so I was like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not passionate about anything, actually.
Same.
But I don't want a sugar daddy either, so not passionate about them either. So I tried that, and then it just wasn't enough money. So I was like, okay, let me go get a 9-to-5. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. So I was in a 9-to-5 setting up meetings between buyers and sellers, but they were in the food service industry. So I would like set up meetings between like a hotel and then a beverage supplier, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just like the easiest way to describe it. But we would have things like trade shows where they would meet, and then COVID happened. And so during COVID, I was stuck in my house. When we had the trade shows, I found that I thrived best under the pressure and the chaos of a trade show. So then COVID happened and we weren't traveling. We didn't have any trade shows. I was just sitting at my desk at home, bored, and it was very monotonous. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, I like monotony in my personal life, in my private life, but when it comes to work, I need some excitement.
Keep you in the game.
Yeah. And my brother had always talked about opening a restaurant one day. And then he started to talk about it more. And he kept saying, I want to bring you along. Like, I want you on this journey with me. I want to do this together. And so then I had the guy I previously worked for in Akron would reach out randomly, like once a year. And he would be like, hey, this place in Cleveland's looking for a manager. I think you would do great. Like, are you interested? And I was always like, no way. I'm not going to manage a nightclub. Sounds awful.
Yeah.
And then finally, it was after COVID, he reached out, hey, they're looking for a manager. And I'm like, actually, maybe I am interested. Like, I really just want to change up my life, and I need some chaos back in it.
Yeah.
So I sat down with them. And funny enough, it was for a nightclub, which I am not suited for because one of my questions in the interview was, what would I have to wear? I was like,
I don't blame you.
I was like, I personally like to be fully clothed. So if I have to dress like they dress there, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But then they referred me to another one of their businesses. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it was awesome in the sense that it was very high volume and it was the perfect place to learn how to run a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
So
high volume is an understatement.
Yeah. It was definitely chaotic.
All the time.
All
busy,
the time.
busy.
Busy all the time. It was like a boot camp for learning how to run a restaurant.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. The hours were crazy. There are a lot of things that weren't ideal about it for me. Mm-hmm. So it was like a glimpse of what I wanted, but just not on that scale.
Kind of showed you both sides.
Yeah, it
like
really
what
did.
you wanted, what you didn't want. It helped you kind of pre-plan so that when you made your jump, you were like, okay, I can trim the fat and know exactly what I want right away.
Yep. Like, I want a place that closes at midnight.
Yeah.
Not at 2:30 in the morning.
I'm getting there myself.
Yeah.
2:30 is hard for me now.
So about 2 years into that, this was finally coming to life, which was, I think, a perfect timing. I was getting to the point, actually, I was at the point where I was very burnt out there just with the schedule and the hours I was working.
Yeah.
But I still loved the industry. Like, I realized being there that this is where I am supposed to be. And this is what I am passionate about.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, being passionate about working in a restaurant.
I don't think it sounds crazy. I've heard a lot crazier things.
Yeah. So that made me realize that, okay, I'm along the right path here. And then it was awesome because I get to do it with my family. So.
Yeah, I've always said, like, family can either make or break something.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you don't have a bad relationship with your brother, but like.
And I trust him wholeheartedly. So that's like very awesome that I can say the person I work with, I trust with my life, literally.
Oh, yeah. It takes a lot of stress off of you.
Yeah.
Especially when it's somebody, depending on somebody and then depending on a sibling are like two completely separate things.
Yeah.
And depending on a sibling, it almost is to the point, you can correct me if you're wrong. I have a lot of siblings, so I've gone through it. But being able to depend on a sibling is just kind of like you're going down your checklist in the morning and you're like, okay, I got to get this done. Oh, shit, I forgot to do this. And then Tim's right there like, oh, no, I already did it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air because they know you so well.
And we keep it real with each other, and we don't take anything personal because we grew up together. Like, you know, I think we hold each other accountable in a very healthy way and productive way. Mm-hmm. We can get frustrated with each other and then resolve it really quickly without any hard feelings.
Yeah. See, I was never like that with my siblings. I've always been able to like take stuff to the chin, but my siblings weren't. I have a very funny story about an argument me and one of my sisters got into, and she'll probably watch this and get pissed that I say this. And I know my mom's going to watch this and she's going to be like, oh, I can't believe he said that. But I was in high school. She was like a senior. I was a junior. We're 1 year apart. And we got into an argument about something, and then she just blurted out, "That's why Richard started." And I was like, "You're lying." "No, I haven't." And I'm just sitting there like, dog, I really cannot believe she just told on me. Like, I came to her in trust with that. She went straight for the jugular. And I'm just like, dog.
How far apart are you in age?
1 year and 1 week.
See, like, that's what it is, too.
1 year and literally 7 days. She's September 21st, 94. I'm September 28th, 95.
Yeah. So Tim and I have enough time between us that I think he was older than me enough that we didn't really have personal arguments like that, really. Oh. There was a sister in between us. So that was the buffer. Him and her, I think, fought on a different level than we did. Yeah. So that's nice. And we're very similar personality types, which actually works. It doesn't work against each other.
Yeah, we don't have similar personality. Me and her are like completely, like, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that I am, but to compare me and her is like our last president, our current president. Oh. That's like us.
Which one are you?
Neither. Okay. I'm the president before.
Okay. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Current, last one, current's first term.
Yeah, I
know.
One before.
I know. That one. That's the one I am. So yeah, we're just polar opposite. And it's weird because like, I feel like you and I are a lot alike. Like I'm very chill, very monotone, very quiet, but I'll get up, work, be about my business, go home. Like it takes a lot to get me to raise my voice. Like talking on this podcast, I'm talking louder than I normally would just so that the microphone can pick it up.
Yeah.
But normally, like, I'm really soft spoken. I just happen to have a creeper voice. Like my voice is just mad deep. So
yeah, I'll be blunt if I need to be blunt. And I'll get angry if I need to. It takes a lot too, which I think is a good thing in this environment. But I'm pretty calm when it comes to most things.
I think that is a strong quality because I've always said you have to be able to separate emotion in business. Like in business, there's no room for emotion. If you're making emotional decisions in business, you're not going to last. Yep. It's just not, they don't mix because like not everybody, like everybody's emotions are valid, but not everybody's emotions are valid for the situations that they're in.
Right.
So if your emotions are invalid, you're going to misjudge.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't take things personal. It's not that.
Especially not this
everything's about
industry.
you. Like,
especially not this industry when people have been drinking. Like,
yeah.
Like, no, you can't take everything personal. One thing I did want to talk about, and this is kind of where my heart gets a little fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
This is like my selfish portion of the podcast. Do you make your playlists here? I know you're like a real big music head, Tribe Called Quest.
Hey.
Like, do you make your playlist here or?
No. So we use an app. Well, we use Pandora through this music app.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is right now we put in the artist that we want the vibe. Sorry to use that word.
No, you're good. You're good.
What we want that vibe to be.
Right.
So the playlist that we use the most is called like Outcast and More.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of old school hip hop on there. Sublime's also mixed in there.
Yeah.
So it's not just straight hip hop, but it is a lot of old school hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is on Pandora, we'll just find different playlists that kind of fit that vibe. Also, I have a bartender here that's really good with other music that I don't listen to necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to like switch it up on a daytime playlist, like on a Saturday or Sunday, or if we're just hearing too much of the same thing, I'll give him the reins and say, okay, put in something that you think
would fit.
Yeah, lately I've been doing the Mac Miller playlist too.
I never got into Mac.
Well, this was a suggestion from him, and it's some good stuff too on there, actually.
Yeah. Mac has been popular with the younger kids.
Yeah, but instead of, I like this because it updates, so it updates with new music too, and like it's not always the same.
Yeah.
So instead of having a set playlist where you have certain songs on it, it pulls artists that are similar to the artists that you want to hear. And then you don't get as sick of it. Because where I was before, it was a set playlist you had to play.
Oh, yeah.
All the songs were the same.
Yeah, same order, everything. Yeah.
And I would put way too much pressure on myself if I had to go through and handpick all the songs because, like, I know what I like to hear, but I'm like, is this the right thing for the restaurant? Like, you know, so I kind of just type in, like, what we're feeling.
I feel like you would honestly probably make the best restaurant playlist possible.
Thank you for that vote of confidence.
I feel like you would make one, play it, and then you would be like, okay, like, these songs kind of don't match in this order because, like, the energy kind of goes down.
Yeah.
And then your second, like, your revised, I feel like would be crazy.
Yeah.
Just because at a couple company parties, you came up and you requested some heat, and I'm like, I wish I could play it, but it's just they can't.
The nice thing too is my brother and I have the same music taste.
Word.
Yeah. And
that's scary.
Yeah. So even actually the other day he was in here and I wasn't playing the hip hop. I was playing a different playlist. And he was like, I mean, this works, but where's the hip hop?
Yeah.
Like, why are you veering from the hip hop? So it's nice to have someone that actually has the same music taste. And we're not geared towards children here. So we don't care if the music offends your child.
Yeah.
So we'll play anything.
I mean, realistically, if the child is young enough for the parent to be speaking to them about it offending their child, the child doesn't even know what the music is saying.
Yeah. Yeah. But
so
like,
how is it going to offend
some clips, some Nas.
Yeah. Nas is my favorite.
Yeah.
He's my all-time favorite rapper. Who's your top three?
Don't do this. I hate.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just name
top three, no order. Actually, no.
Let me just name some in general. Okay. I don't think I can do 3.
10, no order.
No, 10 so many too.
10, no order.
Okay. I'm going to give some context because I used to like them, but obviously now that doesn't really pertain. So I'm just going to
Kanye's one of them.
Of course.
Yeah,
but I'm going to say Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
Ludacris was probably like my first
That's
love.
surprising.
Cassidy Freestyles.
Oh, yeah. Respect. Okay. Respect. I love it. I can still rap every single word to I'm a Hustler.
Okay.
Every single and the remix with Mary J.
I used to look up his freestyle battles like online. But anyways, that's a whole other story. Nas, obviously, I just saw him in Cincinnati, actually. He performed with the symphony down there.
When was this?
This was like 3-4 weeks ago. It was it was the Illmatic album.
Why did I not see any of this?
Yeah, it was awesome. So if he does that again, I would definitely check it out. Obviously, A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
I used to love Lil Wayne. Jay-Z is probably the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Really?
Yeah. He is a very good performer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just from so many years of him doing it, he's just like finely tuned it. Because my sister swears up and down that Miguel is like the best live performer you'll ever see.
You know what's funny? I was at a club in Miami once, and I'm standing there. Someone starts performing. I was like, that sounds like Miguel. Like, it's actually him. I look over, and it was him.
It's probably 11.
And I was like, what the? It was during Art Basel, like...
Is definitely either 11...
10 years ago.
11, Live, or Story.
Yeah.
Those are the only place... Like, Space isn't booking Miguel.
I don't know. It was random.
Sorry, but go ahead.
Who else? Yeah, I think... So a lot of it came from my siblings just introducing me to different people, or actually, oddly enough, Tribe Called Quest came from me seeing the movie Prison Song on TV and wondering who Q-Tip was.
Really?
And then I looked up Q-Tip, and that's how I got into Tribe Called Quest.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny how everybody, it's funny how music is introduced to us, and then little do we know, like, it's our favorite thing ever.
Like, I don't know how I ended up with the Coolio CD when I was younger, but then I listened to Coolio, Gangster's Paradise every night to fall asleep.
Really?
So, yeah, there were signs of what I was going to be into from a really early age.
I've never heard this. I think this is like an exclusive right now. I don't think anybody has known this. Okay, so we got Lupe, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. You said used to Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
A Tribe. This shows how much
I like Wale a lot, and he just put out, I love his new album.
You know that he finally broke his deal?
No.
Yes, so he's going to be putting out more.
So that's why, okay, we got some heat.
Yes.
Yeah, I like J. Cole. I'm not really into anyone new. I don't like trap music necessarily. I will
either.
say Gunna's latest album, though, I played that a lot, and that's surprising for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I always use Gunna as an example when I'm having discussions about like how it's very hard to read the younger kids, like the music as a DJ. It's my job to be able to look into a crowd, and from a couple very small cues, I'm supposed to be able to read your mind and know what you want to listen to. And I always use Gunna as an example, like, all the kids want to hear is like some B-side Gunna cut from like his first album. And it's like, dog, how am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I don't think I know really any of his music other than his latest album.
I don't listen to it.
Because I was like, let me give this a try.
I don't listen to music outside.
It's kind of a vibe.
I don't. She did that on purpose. No, you're good. I don't listen to music outside of DJing.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
No. I'm so like, get overstimulated very quickly. Like, if there's something that I have to go out to go do, like at a nightclub or a bar or something, I wear earplugs.
That's funny.
I don't listen. Like, obviously, I wear them for ear protection.
Yeah.
But I wear earplugs because I don't want to hear the loud noises. When I'm driving in my car, silence.
Sometimes I'm in silence, or I'll put on. I'm so mood dependent when it comes to music. But you know what I listen to now to fall asleep?
Beethoven.
Enya. The Irish singer. You would know it if you heard it. I can't even
We'll have to play this off a podcast so I can listen to it. Enya.
But it gives me like Sound Machine calm vibes. It's very like melodic and.
That I was thinking you were gonna say like Beethoven's First Symphony or something, because believe it or not, that's more of the shit that I'm moving into now. Like, if I ever have some type of weird urge to where I want something playing in the background, it's always some like orchestra, symphony, like Swan Lake type shit. Like it's so weird, and I feel myself like progressively becoming an elderly man, even though I'm only 30. But
no, I think there's like psychology behind that though.
Yeah.
I just think it's calming and
for sure.
You know, like the last time I was in the club where they were playing new music and everyone's shouting all the words, I had no clue what was going on. I'm like,
Finito. No, I'm playing.
I feel like so out of the loop of what's happening.
Yeah.
So I really love when DJs play a wider range and also old school stuff.
Yeah, I think a good baseline for you would be like new disco.
New disco.
NU disco.
Okay.
It's pronounced new disco, but there's a lot of artists under that umbrella, but there's also a lot of remixes under that umbrella, where they'll take like an old Maxwell song and
I love Maxwell.
They'll bump up the BPMs, add more kind of like it's not necessarily house, but it's house-esque in structure, meaning like kick, clap, like 115 BPM, like speed-wise, but they use a lot of hip-hop drum machine samples.
Okay.
So it feels very warm. It sounds very warm. And then you have a lot of recognizable vocals over top of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be right up your alley.
Okay.
I'll send you some songs.
I always need people to send me new stuff because I feel like I never know.
That's always been my struggle. I can't keep up with what's new.
Yeah.
And I can't tell, like, if I don't like something, I can't tell you if it's good or not. If I like it, I can tell you if it's like mid, if it's but I just still like it, or if it's like really, really, really good. If I'm not into it, like I just can't like even. What I'm not into, everything sounds the same.
Yeah.
What I'm into, I can pick it apart. Like,
do you feel like you need to listen to an album like twice through to decide if you're into it?
Yeah, more than twice.
Okay.
I'm one of those people like, what's the last time I did that? It was I actually I did that like it's like a year or two ago. Actually, it was Kendrick's GNX album. That was the last album I listened cover to cover, and I listened to it probably like 3 times before I made my judgment.
And what's your judgment?
I felt like it was a lot of leftover music. I feel like it was a lot of stuff that he was just throwing out because like he had the Drake beef, like everything was at its height. He needed to put something out to have a project, to get the streams, to make the money, to capitalize. I felt the same thing about Drake's last project too. I felt like it was a bunch of throwaway shit.
I used to like Drake and his albums, but
I'm a very big quality over quantity person. Like, I'm cool if an artist gives me one album every 3 years if I can listen to that album cover to cover.
Yeah.
If you're giving me an album every 4 to 6 months and there's maybe one song on there,
and you're never gonna listen to the album again.
Keep that shit, bro. Keep that.
Yeah.
Like music. I've been saying music over the last like 5 to 8 years is gonna be the quickest forgotten music ever. Like everything past 2016, listen to it for like 2 weeks and it's gone.
I like lyricists, so like when Clips came out with their latest album,
what did you think about it?
This is what I want.
What did you think about it?
I loved it. I went to that concert. I'm like, this is like the kind of hip
Cleveland
hop
one?
I like. Yeah.
I didn't make it to that. I was working, unfortunately. So, any more artists on your top 10?
Oh, who else do we have in there? I'm sure like after this, I'm gonna be like, oh, why didn't I mention them?
It's always like I do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'll click unrecord and we'll be talking. I'll be like, fuck, I should have asked you that question.
Yeah. I mean, I still like some Jadakiss. Like,
what did you see the mayor of New York?
I sound old probably when I say these things. Yeah, I did.
You saw it. He said his full name, and he was like also known as J to the moi, and I was like, oh wow, he's very cultured.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Getting away from music taste, because I know me being a DJ and you being a music connoisseur with a great palette for music, we could talk about that literally for 3 more hours.
I could get into every genre I like and every person from every genre, but we don't need to do all that. Sade.
Yeah, there we go. There's a bartender at Ivy by the name of Travis that you would get along very well with if you like Sade.
My favorite.
Really?
Yeah, probably like I would say favorite female.
That's artist. Travis's like. Yeah. I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna like text it to Travis, and he's gonna be like, no fucking way. It's like he loves her. Getting more into the entrepreneurial. Mm-hmm. That word's kicking my ass. You guys know what I mean. Getting back into that. Kind of wrapping up our discussion for the night. What are some goals you have for yourself? Like, I know we talked about you wanting to open up newer locations, like Detroit's on your hit list. Are there any goals? Like, I know a lot of people make new year, new me resolutions. Like, are there any business goals that you have this year coming into 2026?
Yeah. I'm never been someone that has like, maybe that's just my problem, has like a 5-year plan necessarily or like resolutions for the year. But knowing that I'm finally in a position that I want to be in and I'm where I want to be with the people I want to be with, I think just more of the same and expanding as well. So Detroit would be awesome, or anywhere else that we can branch out to with another actual Bridetown. So same concept elsewhere would be awesome. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully some different types of concepts locally in Cleveland to keep us here. Just bar, restaurant type vibe, maybe not the mini golf, maybe something else. Okay. Don't want to give too much away there, but definitely want to expand this to multiple venues and more of the same. And overseeing multiple locations.
That would be nice. Yeah. You're going to lose your hair. You're going to be stressed.
Well, I had a pixie cut for a long time, so I can rock the bald. That's fine.
Hey, I'm getting there. You when you met me, I had a ponytail, and I'm already down to almost a high taper.
Yeah, I'll just go back to wearing hats all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, I was wearing hats for like 3 months. Didn't get a haircut. No, I got a haircut like last week, and my fucking head is freezing. So that's pretty much everything I got for you right now. We'll have to do like a touch base interview in like a year or two.
Yes.
To
From hopefully a different location.
Hopefully Detroit.
Yeah, hopefully I get you to drive over that bridge.
Oh, I'll drive there for sure. I just can't promise that I'll be living when I get to the other side because the wind is going to blow me off. But hopefully we get there. Well, hopefully I make it there. You will definitely make it there. It's very apparent that anything you set your mind to, you give it a little time, you accomplish it. So I'm pretty sure you'll be in Detroit very soon.
Okay.
Maybe Columbus and the rest of the world. Bridetown.
Take it global.
We're not looking for franchisees either.
Nope.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Thank you for saying yes to being on the podcast.
It's because it's you, because this is definitely outside of my comfort zone. So
it's outside of mine. Well, let me start by saying I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. It's definitely outside of mine, but I'm trying to not be an introvert anymore. I have a very...
This will be like the most monotone episode ever because we're both
probably. Yeah, I have a very attitude to everything, and I'm trying to my kids are teaching me kind of got to be a little bit more...
boisterous, maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of got to do things little bit more and care a little bit more.
Yes,
so
I agree.
Yeah. So that's been it for episode 4. We're just getting back from the holidays, so my brain is still like fuzzy. That's been it for episode 4 of Taking the Risk podcast. I'm your host, Rich. We have been joined by Bridetown owner and general manager, operations manager,
general manager,
everything above.
Yeah, whatever you want to call me. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to force that on you. Corbin Frazee. Frazee.
You almost said Frazier.
Corbin Frazee. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
And peace.